Hello and welcome to the RPG Academy podcast Twitch channel. My name is Michael, and we are here tonight for another edition of the Sample Adventures. This is a newer streaming show that we've been doing where we take a look at a new role-playing game through the eyes of the creator who included a sample adventure for us to try with the core book. Sometimes we stretch that a little bit like we're doing tonight because this is an adventure that's not technically included in the core book, but it is an adventure that was designed by the games designer to be an example of what a good sample adventure would be. I, of course, am Michael. You can find me on the Twitters at the RPG Academy. And tonight I'm going to be playing an orc named Ramrod, who was a former soldier, or who is a former soldier, and is currently a vagabond. He's just traveling the world having adventures like Kane from Kung Fu. Joining me tonight is Big Al the lawyer. Big Al, say hello to everyone and tell us who you're playing, please.
Hello to everyone. I am Big Al the lawyer, and I will be playing a clockwork by the name of Talk, as in tick.
Excellent. Do you yell spoon as you run into battle?
I might.
Excellent.
I might yell fork instead since I talk.
Change it up. I like it. All right. And then also joining us tonight is RJ. RJ, say hello to everyone and then tell us who you're playing.
Hello, everyone. I am playing Thurbad Done Nothing. He's a detective, former militia member. He's got a great big belly. He's a very dashing, handsome dwarf. And we're gonna,
So RJ's coming in a little hot for me compared to Al and Chris. I don't know if that's something we want to mess with right now, but you're just a little louder compared to everyone else. It's okay. It's not your fault.
Somebody should have done an audio check beforehand.
We're amateurs. All right. And then rounding out our cast tonight is Chris. Chris will be hosting the game, running the game. And so Chris, say hello to everyone. Tell us who you are, and then kind of introduce the game and the module, please.
Excellent. Well, I'm Chris Berlew. Some of you have heard my name or seen my face a few times around here. Tonight we're going to be playing Shadow of the Demon Lord. I'm going to run the Dead by Dawn little module that was written for him. It's a really well-written, short starting adventure for Shadow of the Demon Lord. For those who are fans of Shadow of the Demon Lord, we're going to keep this pretty PG-13, as the game isn't always. But it is definitely one of my favorite games for a fantasy horror setting. I used to describe it as D&D and Call of Cthulhu kind of merged together. So it's going to be fun. See if anybody goes insane. That'll be
excellent.
One of my goals, but we'll see how it goes.
All right. And so we'll just kick things off. So Chris, take it away, please.
Awesome. The game's going to start in a small village outside a really particularly old and kind of gnarly forest. In this forest, in the center of it is Old Knock. It's a tree that's lived for hundreds, maybe even thousands of years. It's actually rumored that all the trees in the forest owe their existence to Old Knock. Near Old Knock is the Goat Horn Inn. It is just a modest little inn standing on the edge of that dark and forbidding forest alongside a neglected road that travels through the woods. Aside from it, you can see just a couple of small outbuildings. There's no other structures nearby. This is one of the few inns on this road as travelers go through. Well, let's see. Let's start with Michael. We'll start with you. Your character. You're walking up to this inn. Please describe your character and how he approaches the inn.
Alrighty. So I am an orc. So I'm like 6.5 feet tall. I have sort of a gray-green complexion. I'm burly and muscular, but not like overly tight, like chiseled features. It's more of like a dad bod, but like a solid dad bod, you know? I've only got like a little tiny patch of chest hair. It's like a little triangle right here between my pecs, which I groom, and then have like a little rat tail that comes down off of it. I'm wearing a helmet that's made out of a boar's skull, and it's got the tusks on it. I just have like a He-Man loincloth and boots. Otherwise, I don't wear any armor. And coming across my shoulders, there's a tattoo that I have of, it looks like dragon's claws, like reaching over my back. When you see the back, you will see that whoever the artist played a cruel joke on me in how they designed the rest of the tattoo of the dragon. But since this is PG-13, I will not describe it specifically. My weapon is a club, which is basically a femur of a giant. So it's just a large bone that I have sort of whittled down one side to make more of a handle grip, but it looks like I'm carrying a giant bone around. I probably have just like a small coin purse. I actually have a little bit of money. I'm an ex-soldier, so I'm always on the lookout for danger. I'm eyeing things, trying to see what's going on. I basically got here by accident. I took a left turn at Albuquerque, and I've just been walking straight ever since. So I'm very parched, and I'm looking for a place to rest my weary head and maybe drown my sorrows.
Excellent. As Ramrod opens the front door, you see that it opens up to a large hall. It's occupied with tables and chairs in the center. There's a few booths along the far wall. In the center is a large fireplace. On one side, there's a large buffet table, and straight across from you is a very well-kept bar. Behind the bar, you see a door that leads into what you assume is the kitchen, and there's a short corridor to the left side that leads up to the common room, and then the opposite side, on the right side, there's a corridor that leads up to some noble or the more expensive suites. The ones you've heard about.
Yes, I've never actually been there. So I will make my way to the fire first. I will take off my boots. I'm sure they're sort of wet and squelchy from the road. And so I'll kind of wiggle my toes as I pull them off. I'm going to set my boots near the fire so they will get nice and toasty and warm out. And then I will barefoot shuffle up to the bar and, slam my fists down and mead and drink and food for me. And I'll look around and also me again.
All right. As soon as you start taking off your boots, you see a female dwarf with blonde hair and a very thin blonde beard. She walks her way out there, and she's just standing there kind of smiling and waiting for you to walk up to the bar. And then she says, "Hello, I am Ananda. How are you?"
I am well. I am thirsty and hungry. Can you help me with either of those?
Yes. Where shall we start?
Drink.
Very well. She turns around, pours a big mug of ale, pounds it back, slams it down on the bar. That was a good idea.
And another.
She pours one, slams it down, sets the empty mug down. Now what?
Can I have one?
Yes. She pours one and slides it down the bar to you. She goes,
I will match her, and I'll slam it and then put it down. Another.
She pours one and slides it down to you. As that's happening, Al, you're walking up to the bar. Please describe your character talk there.
Well, I'm a humanoid, generally humanoid in shape, about 6 foot tall, weigh about 300 pounds. Obviously, it's a whole lot of like a darker tarnished metal that makes up the majority of my body. I don't have any facial features. There are a couple of empty orbs that might be eyes, and that's it. So when I speak, you can't tell exactly where it's coming from. And yeah, I think that's good.
All right. And for anybody that isn't familiar with the game, Al's playing a clockwork. So clockworks are an animated, almost like a golem, that through some sort of magic, a soul has been bound to it. They're generally created for a specific purpose. They might be farming, for example, or pulling a carriage, or standing guard. At some point, they're released from whatever their original purpose was. Either they've earned their freedom or taken their freedom, or whatever story you want to come up with. And they wander around trying to figure out, kind of meaning of their existence. They do have a couple differences. Clockworks can't be healed by normal healing. They usually have to have somebody actually physically repair them. The other fun thing with clockworks, you have a key that has to be turned. If at any point that key stops turning, you stop working. So somebody has to then come over and turn it. Game mechanics wise, what I do is if you roll a 1, I consider that a big flub. I might have your key stop turning. And then you're basically a big statue for a few minutes, forcing somebody else to come over and fix you. It's one of my little rules. It's not written. I just like it. I think it's more entertaining. So, but you open the door here to the goat horn. You see an orc pounding drinks back with a blonde dwarf over there, and she's giggling and twirling her hair and has one foot kind of kicked up on the bar. And as soon as you walk in, welcome to the Goathorn. What can I do for you?
I require lodging. No more, no less.
Very well. Come on in then. Share a room or room to yourself.
Ramrod will turn and look aghast. Sir, someone has stolen your face.
I'm going to sidle up to the bar where Ramrod is and pointedly leer a little bit towards him so that he can really look at my face. And then I'm going to say, a true follower of the new god needs no face. Who do you worship?
Currently, this fine young lass, because every time I say another, she magically gives me another ale. It's a miracle.
Your soul is in need of saving. And
it's in need of getting drunk right now. Let's work on that one first.
I'm gonna turn away from him at that point and go down the bar a couple of steps and ask about where my lodging's going to be.
She says, "Oh, that's a good question." She turns, opens the kitchen door. Gelda, somebody has a real question for you. She shuts the door, and a few minutes later, you see another female dwarf come out. Short black hair, thick black mutton chops. And she looks at you and says, "Welcome to the Goat Horn. How may I help you?"
I require lodging, no more and no less.
Very well. A room to yourself or the common room?
There's a long pause. The common room will suffice. The common room will suffice.
Very well. It is up the stairs when you're ready.
Thank you.
And the Gelda turns and looks at Ramrod. "Oh, hello." And she bows deeply. "Is there anything else you require?"
I was hoping to get some food at some point.
Yeah. Very well. Would you like the stew or the stew?
I will have the first one.
Very well. She walks to the back. And with that, RJ, your character is walking up. Please describe Thurbad do nothing.
Thurbad done nothing.
Done nothing. I can't read my own handwriting.
So Thurbad is he's an older dwarf. He's got some salt and pepper going on in his brown or black hair. Salt and pepper's black. Yeah. He's got black hair. There's traces of gray all going through it. He's got just a rotund belly. Like it's magnificent in dwarf standards. He has a very regal, very put together features. He takes great pride in his beard. It's very particularly braided. There's some rune stones all up and down in them. Some of them may have glowed at one point or another. you're not really sure when you take at just a cursory glance. He has a very heavy mantled canvas cloak. It was probably brown at one point, but it's faded into something a little lighter. The bottoms are very worn, but it's very well taken care of. He comes in proffering a like what seems to be like a piece of paper,
Mhm.
and he walks in and declares loudly, "Another case solved. I found that lady's cat, or what was left of it, and I need a drink." Yes.
You see the blonde dwarf. Oh, welcome to Gothorn. I am Ananda. I will be your waitress for this evening. What would you like?
Ananda. Yes. He looks like he's having a great time. I'll have what he's having. And
Okay.
he
She
motions
walks.
to Ramrod.
She walks up, takes the drink out of Ramrod's hand, and walks over and hands it to you. It's probably mostly drank already.
It's all backwash at this point.
Yep.
Yes. Excellent. I'll have another.
She looks at Ramrod, looks at you. He doesn't have any.
I'll have the same thing, but in my own mug.
Very well. She goes over and pours you a drink and brings it to you. Here you go.
Thank you. He takes a drink.
Displaying probably some unusual limberness. Ramrod has now taken his right foot and put on the bar. So he's doing sort of like a stand-up yoga pose. And I'm using a small dagger to pick out the dirt from my toenails.
Nice.
Onto the bar, of course.
Nice. A few minutes later, Gelda comes out and sets down the stew in front of Ramrod. And she's made you a big, hearty portion.
Oh, excellent. This smells delicious, my fine lady. Thank you.
She smiles and looks over at the new guest. Oh, may I get you anything?
Yes,
I will
absolutely.
kind of hover over mine because I'm afraid he's going to say what he's having and she'll take it. So I'm going to like guard it.
Don't worry. I would like another bowl. I would like a bowl of what he's having, but not his specifically. Please.
Gelda
A
looks at
bowl
you,
of stew.
confused. Very well. She walks to the back. A few minutes later, she sets a bowl down.
Thank you very much.
As you guys are eating, the door opens, and a few bumps and bangs as a human comes in. He's got this big mop of blonde hair. He's got a very easy smile on his face, and he walks in with a small array of different musical instruments, and he sets them up in one corner. Looks around. Ladies and gentlemen, and everyone else. My name is...
I'll do the thing where I look over my shoulder because I don't see a gentleman either.
Yeah. My name is Bester, and I will be your entertainment for this evening. He begins playing different tunes and various songs and tells stories. And he's just working to kind of entertain the crowded inn that you have made it. All three of you. And as
I
he's...
will begin working on my left foot. And if I get a particularly tough bit of dirt, I might like suck on it to try to get the dirt unlodged from my toenails.
After a couple minutes, Ananda starts dancing and spinning around, and she's having a good time. Every now and then she comes over and pours a mug of alcohol and either offers it to one of you or drinks it herself, or drinks part of it and then offers it to one of you, or offers it to you then drinks it herself. She's not always sure what she's going to do with it. And the festivities go on for a little while, and then just as it starts getting dark, Bester, he announces, I'm going to take a break. Please enjoy the rest of the festivities, and please help yourself to more food. And Gelda's putting out some small things on the buffet, mostly finger food.
I will assault the buffet. Just absolutely, just big pile of just food. At least two of everything.
Okay. As you guys are doing that, Ananda, she bumps into Talk and just, oh, I'm sorry. And then she stops and looks around. Where is Horvath? He's not here. I'll get him. And she heads up the stairs towards the noble suites. You hear her knocking on the door. Horvath, dinner. There's no answer. And she starts banging on the door. Starts yelling, Horvath, dinner. And there's no answers. And then she starts wriggling the door. And she turns and yells down the stairs, he locked it.
Well, I almost designed specifically for opening locked doors, kind of like my whole thing. So I will answer this call.
Okay. She's standing in front of one of the doors, tapping her foot. We need that opened.
It would be my pleasure, fine lady.
Perfect.
And I will kick the door down soundly, or try to anyways.
All right. So you're going to make a strength challenge roll.
Okay.
In Shadow of the Demon Lord, most things are done on challenge rolls. So you're going to just take whatever your strength score is, minus 10. That becomes your modifier.
So my strength is 11, so that would be a plus one.
Perfect one. So roll a d20. Your target number is a 10. Most challenge rolls, your target number is going to be a 10.
I failed terribly. I rolled a 2, plus 1 would be 3.
Door holds solidly. Jeez.
I look somewhat embarrassed, like I'm sorry this doesn't really happen to me. I must be tired. Let me just give me a couple minutes and try it again. Slap my face a little bit. Limber up. I don't have my boots. That's absolutely yes. And then
right.
I'll kind of like wiggle the door, try to loosen it a little bit, before I give it another good go.
All right. She watches you, but then leans down. Anybody else want to try?
There's no need for anyone else. I can.
Oh.
It's fine.
Thurbad will saunter up the stairs. He just kind of wants to watch. Yeah, come on, big guy.
Sometimes that helps.
You got this. Come on.
All right. Give it.
I would like
go.
to try again, if I may.
Yep.
Now, is there anything I can do to help me in this role so that I don't suck once again?
Any challenge roll can have some boons added to it, and boons are d6s that you add to your roll. Do you have any kind of profession or background that might have led you to opening a door?
Well, again, my background is that as a soldier, that was primarily my function, is I would go through the door first. So I have a lot of experience breaking down doors.
Perfect. Add that d6.
Fantastic.
There are ways of getting multiple boons. You roll all the dice. You just take the top die. So you don't add those dice, but the d6s anyways.
So that is the 12 on the die, a 6 on the d6 plus 1. So that's a 19 total.
Nice. The door splinters off its hinges, crashes loudly. You get a real silent golf clap, it looks like, from Thurbad.
I just want to take it easy the first time. I don't want to embarrass anybody. Yeah. And then I will kind of like wave her in, bow and push the door open with the back of my hand.
Okay. In the room, you see a old gentleman. He is lying on the bed, very pale skin, hair very gray.
It's a ghost.
Very, very unkempt, and he is
Unkempt ghost.
lying on the bed completely naked.
It's a naked ghost.
A good ghost.
A ghost.
Is
he
he okay?
She walks over,
I mean,
pulls on
ain't
his
bad.
hand. Come on, time for dinner. And
She's pulling on his what there?
his arm,
Oh, okay. Sorry.
and he's not moving.
He's flaccid.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I will go into his face and just like, ah, and yell and scream and loudly into his ear holes.
No reaction whatsoever.
I'm sorry, milady. I believe he has passed.
I don't smell anything.
Past what?
His expiration date.
Oh, you're saying he's dead?
I believe he is dead.
Huh. Well, may I take a look?
I will pick him up by the scruff and hold him like a newborn kitten in front of my new dwarven friend.
Okay.
Okay.
You can make a intellect challenge roll if you have anything related to medicine or anything that might tell you if a person has expired.
I'm a detective.
Okay.
My
You're
profession
trying
is
to
detective,
detect
so
life.
I'm investigating his life.
Fair enough. Add one boon on there.
All
Roll
right.
that,
10 on the die plus 5 plus 0 intellect.
Okay.
So 15.
15. You do a very thorough investigation. You feel for the heartbeat. You listen to his breathing. He's dead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I like?
He's actually
focus
starting
in
to
and-
smell bad. So he's been dead for a while.
I see. Okay. This fellow's been dead for quite some time. Why don't you lay him back on the bed?
I'll sort of turn and just let go, and he'll,
Thump.
bonelessly fall into the bed.
Excellent. Yes. Is rigor mortis to set in? Is he quite stiff yet, or is he still a limp noodle?
Nope. He's been dead long enough that rigor mortis is not setting in or has already passed.
Yeah, it sets and then it expires. Yep.
I can't remember the time frame, but it's one of the two.
And these are the nice rooms, right? Like this is like, okay, I'm going to start poking around because I've probably never been in a room this nice before. So I'm going to be like opening things and just like and see what's around. I'm not inspecting the murder. I'm just curious because I've never been in a nice room before.
Okay.
He died. He wasn't necessarily murdered.
Well, the death. I don't care if he was murdered. I didn't do it. Did I? Did I do it? I don't think I did it. No. He looks too whole to have been me.
Mm-hmm. You find a rough-hewn bear pelt satchel covered in strange, mystic-looking markings. And
I will toss that over my shoulder.
Okay. And you also find a one. Oops, I love it. 1d6. I should roll that. 4 copper pieces.
I'll do the little bite test. I don't actually know what that does, but just I've seen other people do it. And be like, didn't like very obviously, and then like I didn't find anything, and I will very obviously put them into my own pockets.
Okay. As you do that, Thurbad, roll me a perception challenge roll. And perception should be based off your intellect and your ancestry.
Okay. I got 17 plus 1, 18.
All right. You hear from the bed a voice that just says, I hunger. I smell your blood. Taste your flesh. Death comes for you, carried by my children that I have sent to end you. They come for you. Come to end your miserable mortal lives.
Really chatty Cathy for a dead guy.
I'm guessing some kind of insanity roll.
Corpse sits up, turns and looks at you. Make a will challenge roll.
Okay. 16
All right.
on the die.
You shake off that frightened feeling, so you don't gain any insanity. But Horvath's corpse is now moving towards you, hands reaching for you, teeth bared, and his eyes are wide open, but they're rolled completely back in his head.
I'm assuming I followed you all up there, right?
Works for me.
Because I think at this point I would step in front and just
Okay.
try and hold him.
Perfect.
It's not a good ghost. It's a good ghoul.
He is moving towards you. What would you guys like to do?
Well, if the faceless man wants to try to hold him, I'll let that play out first, and then I'm going to turn this man into a puddle of goo.
Okay. We will treat this like combat. In combat, you have two different things you can do. You can take a short turn. You can take a fast turn or a slow turn. Fast turn basically means you take one action. Slow turn means you're going to pause and take, in essence, two actions. Could be move, then attack, draw a weapon, then attack, or anything along those lines. Right now, you guys don't have any spells or anything that require you to do slow turns, but none of you have weapons out either, so right now I would say, Al, you're working as a fast turn as you're trying to restrain him.
Yes.
So go ahead and make a strength challenge roll.
And how do we do that again?
You're going to roll a d20, and your target number, hold on, let me go to that page. Your target number on that's going to be an 11 because it's an opposed roll.
14.
14. So you have him held down. He is currently clawing at your metal arms and snapping his teeth. Anybody else want to take a fast turn?
I will fastly yell at Ananda, "My club! Go get my club, please!"
She takes off and heading downstairs. What would Thurbad like to do?
He's gonna pull out a billy club from
Okay.
underneath his like traveling cloak.
Mhm.
He's got a nice ebony wood. It's got some carvings on it. It's got his name carved on it so he doesn't lose it. And he's gonna try and smash it on the head.
All right. So you're going to roll to attack. Attacking is very similar to a challenge roll. You're going to roll a d20. You're going to add your strength modifier. You're going to be targeting against their defense score. Their defense is a 9, or his defense is a 9.
Okay, I rolled a 15.
Perfect. Roll your damage as you hit.
Okay. 2.
Perfect. So you smack him. He looks at you and smiles. I hunger. And he's snapping his teeth. He is going to attempt to break free of the grasp of the clockwork. What is your strength?
9.
He did not roll high enough. So he is still pinned down on the bed. He is pushing and clawing and kicking at you. So
Nobody else can hear, but I'm whispering prayers to him, the power of my God compels you and stuff like that.
very well. So we'll go back to the top. Who would like to take a fast turn?
I'm waiting for my club to be put into my hand.
Okay, so you'll be on a slow turn.
Okay.
Can I just hit him again?
Yep, take another fast turn, or take a fast turn. Same
All right.
target number as a 9.
I rolled a natural 20.
Perfect.
Nice.
Roll your damage.
Does that do anything in this game? Like a crit?
Technically in the system it doesn't, but I always say if somebody wants to do something cool with it, you can.
Okay. I rolled 4 damage. So instead of one hand, he's going to take 2 hands and hit him hard.
Excellent.
So it's,
Mhm.
two-handed. Yeah.
Yep. I'll remember that after this. All right. What would Tak like to do? Is he going to continue holding, or is he going to do anything else?
Yeah, I think I'm just going to continue holding, see what everybody else wants to do about it.
All right, perfect. With that, Ananda comes running up with your club. She's standing there. I got it.
Hand it to me, please.
She hands it to you.
All right. I'm going to walk around to the other side of the bed. I'm going to take some of the covers and like wrap around his head.
Okay.
And then smash the head.
All right. Roll to hit.
Got an 11 plus 1, 12.
Perfect. Roll your damage.
4. Do you add anything to your damage rolls, or is it just straight?
Nope, it's just the straight die roll.
4 it is then.
Later on, once characters actually achieve levels, the levels can give you different bonuses to damage.
Gotcha.
Excellent. So we're to him.
Cool.
He is going to attempt to break free. I
Got
rolled
to
a
break free.
14. So he grabs a hold of Tak's arms, slides one of his shoulders through, and pulls himself up your arms. And he is standing up, and he looks past you right to Ramrod. I hunger. And
He currently has a duvet wrapped around his face, though.
yeah, he is heading your direction. So we're back at the top. Fast turns.
All right. All right. So, so in my head, I'm on the other side of the bed to where Tak was.
Yep.
Because I'd gone around the other side. And so the bad guy creature ghoul thing went on the same side of the bed that Tak was. So the bed is between us.
Okay.
And I am facing them, which means I'm also facing the open door that we all came in. Might I assume that there's a window behind me?
Sure.
All right. I want to try to grab this dude and just chuck him out the window like I'm getting rid of trash.
All right. Roll a strength challenge roll.
No, that's a big old 3 on the die.
All right. You grab a hold of him. He slips out of your grasp as his skin is abnormally loose from its body, and it seems to just be kind of slippery. It slides right out of your grasp.
A little dry heat. His
Uh,
skin is like moldy jello and just squishes in my fingers.
Yeah. All right. Who would like to go next?
I can get a bucket, please.
I will. I'll see what Ramrod is trying to do, and I'll try to push him. Because I imagine he's got him kind of into a position, and I will attempt to shove him.
All right.
Through the window.
Strength challenge roll.
Okay. That's a 15 on the die.
All right.
I'm on fire.
Crashing out the window, falls to the ground with a sickening thud. You hear the snap of bones. Are you looking out the window?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Perfect. You see in the distance other shadowy figures shambling towards the inn, and you hear a chorus of the I'm hungry, hunger. And they're coming from all different directions from around the inn.
What is the dwarf lass's name?
Which one?
One that
Blonde or the dark-haired girl?
the one that followed us up here and brought the
Ananda.
Ananda.
Ananda,
Yeah?
lock and close all the exterior doors. Now,
Why?
there's more of those things out there.
What things?
Uh, the ghost.
Okay, silly. She walks down the stairs. You can hear her locking the doors. Give yourselves all 1 fortune point. The way fortune works, fortune is a mechanic that you can spend it in one of 2 ways. Anytime you fail a roll, after you have failed, you can choose to spend your fortune and you'll automatically succeed at it.
Ooh.
Or you can spend it on somebody else's die roll. They're going to get 2 boons that they can add to their die roll. So they would roll 2d6, take the higher of the 2d6.
Okay. All right. I will rush down the stairs after Ananda and will also begin locking doors, barring windows, overturning tables and shoving them against things and just generally causing a lot of chaos because I'm not explaining what I'm doing to anyone else down there. It looks like I'm just wrecking the place.
Perfect.
I will follow and I will start shouting, "We're under attack."
Bester looks. Oh my! What? Under attack from what?
Would I know what a zombie is?
Roll an intellect challenge roll. Do you have any professions that would help you know what a zombie is?
I may have fought against them in the militia,
I'll buy it.
protecting town
Sure,
from
I'll buy it.
that threat.
The beauty of this game is as long as you can convince the GM, you get the dice.
17.
Yes.
Zombies!
He,
They hunger for our flesh.
what?
Yep, it's bad.
Oh my. What are we going to do?
Put up all the storm covers on all the windows. Everything up against all exterior walls. Grab a weapon.
Get salt. Wait, that's demons. Get iron. No, wait, that's fairies.
Sharp things. That's zombies.
That's vampires.
Gelda comes out. The day I feared would come. All right. Let's get to it.
She's a little too chalant for this.
Yeah. Well, she does have a crazy partner.
True.
All right. So the way this is broken down, there are, you have to survive the night.
Uh-huh.
So it's going to be broken down into different phases. In between each resolution phase, we'll call it, is what they call the siege. You guys get to take different activities you want to do during the siege. You describe what you're doing. I'll tell you what dice you have to roll and what the effects are. After we do the siege phase, then we go on to the resolution phase, which is where I get to roll dice and see what bad things happen. So what are you guys doing now?
All right. Well, I will just, I'm very strong, not very bright, but I'll follow orders well. So I want to basically play like free safety. I'm going to be in the middle of the room, and wherever I think there's a breach or wherever either any, I want to say the other 2 players, of course, but if anyone in the bar, including the minstrel or the bartender, is like there, or they're coming through this way, I'm just going to run and attack wherever they're attacking from.
Perfect. Roll a perception challenge roll.
My perception is 9, but I have a bonus because it says 10 on my sheet. So
Yep.
maybe for my ancestry or something.
Yep, more likely.
I rolled a 19 on the die, so that is a 20 total.
Perfect. So you have successfully found some gaps and you're bolstering up the defenses on here.
Excellent.
What? You were carrying that satchel, correct? That you
No,
found
I
in
threw
there?
it over my shoulder because I was not interested at all. And then I took the 4 copper coins. I have those.
Gotcha. All right. I think it would make sense for talk. Roll me a perception challenge roll.
All right. 11.
Perfect. That bear pelt satchel, you noticed after all the commotion with Horvath, there is writing and mystical markings on the outside of it. And the one thing I forgot to put on the character sheets, but we're going to say, yes, you can do it. You can read and write the languages you speak, which I think is only common, if I remember correctly.
Mm. And I didn't say this earlier, but I would have assumed that Talk would have picked that up off the ground after it was tossed.
Perfect. You can make out that the words are the beginning of some type of incantation.
Is it like an incantation I would be familiar with as a Inquisitor's henchman or not?
It is incantation, as much as you can make out with just the initial glance. It's a very, very old incantation. There's mentions of done annually, and it does require a sacrifice to be made. But that's all you can make out during this little section, because it is very ancient writing. What is Thurbad doing?
Are there any specific like actions that are available to him? Like you mentioned that there were some actions or some things you can do, or is this just whatever comes to my mind?
Right now, it's whatever comes to your mind.
Okay. I think he is going to. How many other folks are in here? Is it just us three and the two dwarves?
And Vester, the
Oh.
musician, bard.
All right. I will be trying to organize them and trying to like strategically place barricades.
Okay. So you're going to help with bolstering the defense.
Yes.
All right. Roll a perception check, just like we had done earlier. And that check will probably change as we go, as things change.
That is 11.
Okay. Perfect. So that's what you guys doing the first one. Excellent. Michael, please roll me a d20.
A D20. I got a 20. Natural 20 on the 20.
Very well.
Lost my other die.
Uh-oh.
I'm good. I'm good.
As you guys get done with that, it gets very quiet. You guys are looking around the room. Everything seems secure. You can hear the crackling of the fire.
Did we win?
And Nanda goes, "Did we win what?" And as soon as she says that, the crashing through one of the windows, the boards you put up break, and three humanoid bodies come lumbering through, arms out, eyes glowing green, teeth bared, dripping some sort of black ichor off them. Hunger! And they begin walking towards you. Fast turns or slow turns. What are you guys going to take? They're not right next to you, so unless you have a ranged weapon, you'd have to move, then attack, which would technically be a slow turn.
Slow turn for me.
Perfect.
Slow turn.
All right.
Slow turn.
Awesome. Nice thing is these things cannot take fast turns, and PCs always go before NPCs. So slow turns go first. Who wants to go first?
So I want to jump across the bar, rummage quickly for like a half barrel of ale, and then heave it at them. The idea that itself might crush them, secondarily, it might crack open, spilling alcohol on them that I will then light on fire later.
Perfect. So we're kind of doing an improvised weapon. All right, roll your strength challenge roll.
Roll to 1.
All right.
Would I be able to use my fortune point for that?
You could.
Aha.
Absolutely. So you
Then
do
I
succeed.
will succeed.
All right. We'll just say we'll make it 2d6 damage.
Okay.
Mostly because I don't feel like looking up the improvised rules.
A 1 and a 2, so 3 points damage.
3 points. So it slams
I'm
into
crushing the rolls tonight, guys.
slams into the first one. It breaks open, spilling alcohol all over it. Who would like to go next?
I'll go next. So
Perfect.
this is a bar.
Mhm.
Is there any like cool weaponry hanging over like the fireplace or back behind the bar?
My boots are over there.
They did stink.
Mhm.
I don't think that's going to help here, though. Good question. I'm sure there is. Absolutely. What kind of weapon is back behind the bar?
I'm a dwarf. An axe.
Okay.
Big axe.
All right.
That axe.
All right. Looks like a big old rickety axe is up there. You pull that down. You're going to charge forward with it.
I'm going to heft it, and yeah, I'll charge.
All right.
Charge into him.
Roll your attack.
Okay. That would be a 3.
All right. The axe is heavy and awkward in your hands. You swing and just miss. All right, Talk. Your turn.
Sorry, I'm zoned out here.
good.
Talk is going to get his club out. I've got a club,
Okay.
and I'm just going to really just brace, I think, with the club for whatever comes at us next.
Okay. They're moving towards you. Do you want to take a swing at it when it gets near you?
Yes, once it gets near me.
It's near you.
Oh, wow, it's near me so fast. All right.
That's how zombies work. They shamble and shuffle, but yet somehow they always sneak up on you.
Right. Rolled a 6.
All right. Your club bounces off his blubbery mass as he moves towards you. It is their turn. Keep these things out here. Perfect. So the first one that shambles up to you, Ramrod, gets a 15. Does that beat your defense?
I'm going to guess, though. My defense is 10.
Perfect. So it does. For a whole 1 point of damage as he slams a meaty fist into your chest. Talk. It swings at you. A 2 does not beat your defense, I'm going to assume. I would hope it doesn't.
No, it does not.
And then against Mr. Done Nothing, a 7.
My defense is 9.
Perfect. So we are back at the top of the next round.
All right. So there's one near me. I assume I'm kind of like wrestling with it a little bit. And I just want to rush it towards the fire and see if I can throw it into the fire since it is soaked in alcohol and
Okay.
immolate.
Perfect. Make a strength challenge roll against his strength, which is a 9.
18 on the die.
Perfect. You push him forward and throw him into the fire. Let's see.
Not my boots. I'm going to move my boots out of the way.
So that does a d6 plus 1.
That is a 6 plus 1, 7.
That's enough. You light it on fire. It bellows out its last gasp, falls over, and we have a charred corpse laying there. Who'd like to go next?
I'll fast turn.
Okay. Fire away.
and I'll swing the big heavy axe.
Okay.
That's a 17.
That hits.
Okay.
1 second. I have to find it. D6 plus 2.
D6 plus 2.
Yes.
That's 5 damage.
Okay. This is just a standard battle axe. All right. Talk, your turn.
Take a big old swing. I've grabbed it now with 2 hands instead of 1.
Okay.
And that's a 13.
That's enough. What is your damage?
1d6. 2 for a whopping 2 damage.
All right. Their turn. The one that's on you, Talk, swings a mighty fist, slamming it into your arm for 1 point of damage as he dents your metal slightly. And the one on you, Thurbad, a 7 again does not hit. It's funny how I rolled that the last time. Excuse me. Back to the top. Who would like to go next?
Well, makes sense just keep in the same order. So there's still 2 of these in here.
Yes.
All right. And I will attack the one that currently Thorbad is working on. I figure the clockwork probably isn't really that worried about zombies biting him. So I'll attack the one that's attacking the fleshy person.
Okay.
Another 18 on the die.
Perfect. Roll your damage.
This is with my club. 5 on the die.
Oops. All right. Who is next?
I will go. I will try to finish off this zombie right in front of me.
Okay.
And I will fail. That's a 5.
All right. Next. Talk.
Another swing with a 14 and 2 more damage.
All right. That is just enough. What does it look like when Talk takes out this animated corpse?
The swing goes in at the shoulder and the neck where they meet. It's kind of bloated flesh that's not really solid. It just kind of slides in. Like I hit the perfect spot, right? Slides in. And it kind of gets stuck for a second before I pull it out. And then yep, just like that.
Awesome. The one that's on... oh, he has 2 targets now. Staying with you, Thurbad.
Okay.
A 3. Still doesn't hit you. So it's your guys' turn. Who'd like to go first?
All right. I will swing at the other one.
All right.
14 on the die
Roll your damage.
for 4.
What's it look
What's
like
damage?
when you take him out?
All right. So I'm going to do a big overhead double-handed chop, come straight down on his head, and his head is just going to go straight down into his shoulders. So it's just now perfectly even across.
Splat.
P.U., it stinks in here.
I broke wind a minute ago. I'm sorry.
And Nanda looks up and looks at the corpses all over. Pew. What are we going to do with that?
Into the fire.
Into the fire.
Okay. Going to start throwing them in there.
I will take a moment to put my boots on, though.
Probably not a bad idea.
It's uncivilized to have a combat and
Where's
Got your
the
boots on.
bard?
He is currently in a corner, cowering behind a table. And as you look around the room, Gelda, the other dwarf that owns the bar, is standing there looking at you, Thurbad. Her mouth is kind of open, and she's staring at the axe in your hand.
You're going to catch flies like that.
Sorry, do you want this back?
Shakes her head. No, it's been far too long since I have wielded that.
Well, now might be a good time to take it back up. We could use your help.
She looks a little shell-shocked. The last time did not go so well for me.
Well, this may be the last time, so
She walks over and slowly holds her hand out to you.
I give it to her.
And she takes it, and her arm kind of drops to her side, and she doesn't drag it along the floor, but she holds it almost limply in her arm as she walks over towards Ananda. And you see they start talking quietly. And Bester looks up. Are they gone?
Minstrel, sing us a song, something rousing.
I really hope they're gone. Hope they don't come back.
Something with a beat. I want to
A little
dance
more
to it.
upbeat. A little more upbeat. Yes.
Yeah. We need some drums.
He starts banging on a drum, very uninspired.
Boom.
What would you guys like to do now? You can still hear the sounds of shambling feet outside. You can still hear the moans of, I hunger.
I'm going to flip a table and try to push it against the hole that these three came through to see if I can flow or
Okay.
stem the flow.
All right. Roll a strength challenge roll this time.
11 plus 1, 12.
All right. It's over here. So you get the table up there.
I'll kind of wedge it in. Nodding my head to the beat of the song,
All right.
like the Roxbury.
What are the rest of you doing?
I'm cleaning off the sludge on my club.
Okay.
I am going to create a few like Molotovs.
Okay. Trying to make some.
Yeah, try and make some. Because I saw Ramrod, and that gave me that good idea.
Because sometimes you have a problem, and then you throw a Molotov cocktail, and then boom, you have a different new problem.
That's very true.
Yeah.
All right.
Jason Mendoza.
Roll a intellect challenge roll.
Portals.
And I'm assuming you have nothing that profession-wise or background-wise that would aid you in making Molotov cocktails.
Militia, but I don't think a militia would use Molotovs. But yeah, 11.
Okay. So you got a couple. That'll help out a little. All right. Everybody needs to make a strength challenge roll now.
I rolled a 10 exactly.
Okay.
I rolled an 18.
Okay.
I rolled an 8
8.
plus 1, 9.
9. It's not a 10, though. So you missed by 1.
Correct.
So you are starting to feel fatigued after, trying to throw one zombie out the window, throwing one into a fireplace, carrying
Well, I
a
did drink
table.
like 7 ales and then down 2 bowls of soup, so I'm probably feeling a little carb loaded.
Yep. So you are fatigued. Fatigue just means any roll you make, you're going to add 1 bane to it. Banes are the opposite of boons. So you're going to roll a d6. Whatever that 6 is, you subtract from your d20.
Great. Fantastic.
All right.
Bard, sing something rousing.
He's still singing as best he can under the circumstances. Al, can you roll me a d20?
14.
14. Let me see what that is on the chart.
So we're rolling for our own doom, I assume. There's a chart of like what
Yes.
happens.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to explain that. There's the siege
You
round.
kind of did.
Yep.
I don't know if it was specific.
Yep, there's a siege round, then there's unexpected events, then there's combat. Each one of those rounds has different roles. So unexpected events, you said a 14?
Yes.
It's just the gas. A strange green Try that again. A strange green gas is released from one of the undead. It's wafting into the inn, filling everyone's minds with visions of Old Knock, the tree in the middle of the forest. Each character must now get a success on a will challenge roll.
Okay. So this is good news all around for me.
And don't forget your bane.
Oh, yeah, I know.
I got a 13.
Okay,
Got a 0.
perfect.
I gotta get up and get the dice that just fell.
So Michael, you're going to take a 1 point of insanity.
Okay.
If at any point your insanity equals your will, let me know. You will go
Okay.
insane and we will roll on some charts.
I've got a ways to go, but hey, the night is young.
That is true.
And I got an 11.
All right. So you shake off the vision. The vision of Old Knock. You see it glowing a green. The same green you see coming out of the eyes of the corpses.
I have the compulsion to tell knock jokes. Knock, knock. Who's there? Zombies. Ah! I didn't say they'd be very good jokes.
And then you all hear the sound of a very deep voice emanating from almost everywhere, it seems like. Death comes for you, carried by my children that I have sent to end you. They come for you, come to end your mortal lives.
Sounds familiar.
Yes. Second verse, same as the first. Minstrel, sing.
As you say that, a crashing sound comes from the wall opposite side from where you nailed the table up. And busting through there are 4 creatures. 3 look similar to the ones that you guys just dispatched, and one looks a little more devious, a little more evil. His teeth are sharper, they're more pointed. The green in his eyes glows a little brighter. So fast turns.
Am I close enough to attack, or do I have to wait so I can move and attack?
We'll say you're close enough.
All right. I will move and attack, or I will attack.
Attack. Which one are you attacking?
The devious looking one.
Okay.
Ooh. All right. With my bane, I got a 12 total.
That hits. You only need a 9.
Oh, I really need a dice tray in here. 6 points of damage.
Nice. I can help you with a dice tray. First week in November, there's a convention you can go to. They sell these really nice ones. Well, I'll twist your arm and get you to it.
All right, fantastic.
All right. Who wants to go next?
I'll go next.
All right.
I'm going to go after the same guy. Big
Okay.
swing and a 17
That hits.
for 3 damage.
Perfect. All right. Thurbad.
I'm going to take a slow turn.
Okay. Fire away.
Okay.
Slow ride.
All of
I'm
these
going-
all of these things take slow turns. They can't take fast turns,
Oh, okay.
and PCs always go first.
I would like to grab. I forget her name. I should write it down.
Ananda.
Like
Ananda, she's the blonde that's not all there. Gelda is the other one.
Gelda. All right, Gelda. Time to help. I'm gonna drag her along with me, and I'm gonna
Okay,
try and smack one of the normal
All right.
zombies.
gotcha. Give yourself a bane for. Sorry, give yourself a boon, not a bane. Positive
Okay.
die for her helping you.
21 to hit.
Nice.
Excellent. And with her help, give yourself a +1 for damage.
5 damage then.
Perfect. So first, we have to deal with. There's 2 of you attacking him. So Michael,
Yes.
the zombie in front of you, reaches out with his hands. Oops, I get one of these.
I clearly cannot choose the zombie in front of me.
Does a 10 hit you?
Yes.
I apologize. Does a 10 beat your agility score?
It matches it.
Perfect. He grabs you with his hands and digs his claws into your arm
Your hands are freezing.
for 1 point of damage. And you are grabbed, which means you are basically grappling with him.
Okay.
The next one, it is the one that's on you, Thurbad. A 2.
Not quite.
Nope.
Aha.
One of them is going after you again, Thurbad.
Okay,
Ooh, a 14
that'll do.
for 2.
Ah!
Last one. The last one's going after Talk. A 3.
It's about time.
A 3 does not hit you. It appears he's actually trying to get to Ramrod, but Talk, you just happen to be in the way. So he is trying to smash you to get to them. So we are back to the top. It is your turn.
All right. The one I'm wrestling with, I'm going to try to just move over so that they're in the fire. So I'm basically going to go warm myself by the fire. They happen to be, one space in front of that.
All right. Make your strength challenge roll. Your target is a 10 on this one.
16 minus 1 for the Bane, plus 1, so 16.
Perfect. Are you pushing him into the fire?
Yeah, so basically I'm pushing him into the fire.
I think we did a d6 plus 1 last time. I'm going to write that down.
Rolled a 1, 2 points of damage. Ah.
And what I'll do is make that ongoing, basically. So he's going to take 2 points each round. Just try to remind me of that on your turn.
I will try.
All right, Talk. There's one currently clawing at you. One that was in front of you has now been pushed away. What would you like to do?
I would like to go after the one that's in front of me.
Okay.
And that's a 10.
That hits. With these, you only need an 8.
And 1 point of damage on that bad boy.
All right. Thurbad, you're up.
I'm gonna attack the same zombie. Same boon?
Yep.
With Gelda's help?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh,
15
That hits.
to hit, and then 7 damage.
nice.
Describe its ending.
So I go low and sweep the leg, and Gelda goes high and cleaves through its neck.
Perfect. It falls back to death, I guess. That's all.
Turn to the grave from whence you came.
That is all for you guys, correct?
Yes.
All right. Ramrod, the one that has grabbed you that's on fire. You see he bares his teeth and he is leaning his head back to try to bite you. A natural 1 will miss.
I get my bone club up just in time, and so he's
Nice.
gnawing on the bone, but it's not the
Perfect.
one he wants.
The second one that was on Thurbad rolls a 7. I seem to like to roll 7 against you. And then Talk.
Lucky number.
An 8. Does an 8 beat your defense?
No, it does not.
All right. Back to the top then.
All right. So I've got my club in the mouth of this thing that's in the fire.
Yep.
And I'm just going to try to like twist really hard, really quickly and see if I can like twist its head off.
All right. Roll a strength challenge roll.
Rolled an 8, -2 for my bane is a 6, +1, 7.
He is resisting.
And he's still in the fire.
Still in the fire. I took the 2 points of damage for it. His neck muscles with your club in its mouth are stronger than you thought.
Ugh.
All right. Who'd like to go next?
I'll go.
All right, Thurbad. There's the
All right.
one that scratched you last time.
Gilda, this one. Come on. And that is an 8.
That is exactly what you need.
Oh, okay. Excellent.
Not really trying to get out of the way.
Okay. 3 damage.
Perfect. Talk, you are next up in the list.
All right. Still one in front of me, right?
Yep.
All right. All righty. Let's do this. Once more into the breach. And that's a 13.
That hits.
2 points of damage.
Oops. All right. Their turn. The one on Ramrod.
Barks like a dog.
Woohoo, a 17. He sinks his
That'll hit.
teeth into you.
Oh!
For 2 points of damage. And roll a strength challenge roll
Do I still get my bane on this too?
until you rest.
Ooh, that's a 0.
Okay. You are infected, which we will cover later. The one on Thurbad. Ooh, a 19 will hit for 4 damage. And the one on you, Talk, rolls a 4. So he swings and he misses.
Just a bit outside.
All right, back to the top.
All right. So I'm going to step back away from this thing that's still in the fire. Don't forget that. I'm going to do almost like a kick flip with a skateboard, but it's going to be like one of the benches that runs along the tables, causing it to pop up. And then I'm going to grab it midair and flat swing across this thing's head.
Okay, roll it.
Ooh, 13 on the die, -3 for the bane, +1 for my strength, 11.
That hits. Roll your damage. Oh, I forgot to take his fire.
3 for the bench,
That's enough.
and plus the fire, hopefully.
Yep.
Okay,
That and the fire were just enough.
excellent. So I sort of hit him, his neck turns that sharp 90 degrees with a snap, and then it just crumples into the fire.
Excellent. Thurbad, your turn.
Me and Gelda, we're gonna take him out. It's gonna be great. 19 to hit,
Roll your damage.
3 damage.
Okay. He's not looking very happy. Then Talk.
Still got the one in front of me.
Correct.
Pop that stupid look off your face.
Still going after him.
All right.
10, 6 damage. That's got to do something, right?
That is enough. Describe
Yes. How big is this guy compared to me?
it. He's human size, so we'll say
It's about the same as mine because you've got me as a human size.
5'7" roughly. Yeah.
Okay. There's nothing too spectacular. This is not a decaying body. Strike him in the head, and there's a dazed look, and then there's some blood that leaks out of his eyes and nose, and then he collapses.
Excellent. There's the one left. Still on you, Thurbad. An 8. Getting
My defense
closer.
is 9.
Getting closer. All right, your guys' turn. Who'd like to go first?
I really want to kill this guy, if I may go first,
Yes.
because he's been on me. All right. Hilda and I, that's a 25 to hit.
Just
And
enough.
that, oddly enough, yeah. That's 4 damage.
That's enough. Feel free to describe it.
All right. Thurbad cracks it straight on the top of his head, and he just kind of wobbles. And then Gelda hits him in the groin, and then he topples over. Kind of like a scissor, but up and down instead of
Side to side. Yep.
side to side.
All right, excellent. You dispatch the 4 undead that have made it into the room. Everybody make a strength challenge roll.
It's like it never stops, just wave on wave on wave on wave.
14.
4.
You are fine.
4.
Perfect.
8.
All right. Talk, you are now fatigued as well.
Ugh.
Welcome to the Fatigue Club.
Yes.
Woo-hoo!
Ramrod, you cannot be fatigued again.
Yay.
But
I'm already fatigued.
if you'd succeeded, you would not have. Now, it's back to what they call the siege round. You can rest. Resting is just taking the time to just recuperate. If you're fatigued, you can remove that fatigued affliction. You can also try to recover. Characters recovering at the end of that will then heal 1d3 damage.
I want to get rid of that fatigue. So I imagine I'm grabbing some potent alcohol. I'm going to pour into the wound that got me infected, then wrap something around it tight, tie it off with my teeth.
Perfect. You get to make another strength challenge roll.
Is I'm still fatigued on this one?
Nope.
Yay.
This is technically at the end of it, since you rested.
That is a 10 plus 1, 11.
All right. So mark down 1 success on a strength challenge roll, as you are starting to feel kind of nauseous and a little hungry.
All right. Any more of that stew?
I don't know if this is the time. What is Thurbad and Tok doing during this time? And I should add in, any role playing you want to do can be done at any time. It doesn't. I mean, that can be done during the siege time.
Okay. I would like to heal.
Okay.
I got racked pretty good by that one zombie.
All right. So you're going to recover. So you're going to heal 1d3 damage.
I rolled a 5, so 3.
Yep.
Nice.
All right. And I forgot. Did you say if Tok was doing something? If you did, I completely forgot.
No, I didn't. I was just gonna say that I'll try and adjust the fatigue as well.
Okay.
And what do I need to do that?
You just rest
Just
for
rest?
the time, and then you remove that affliction.
Good deal. Yep, I'm resting then.
Okay.
Anybody else getting hungry?
I'm turning my key is what I'm doing.
I mean, I'm always hungry. Look at me.
I described that wrong earlier. A clockwork can never turn their own key.
Oh, my bad.
So you could ask somebody to turn your key for you, though.
That's what I do then. I'm asking somebody to turn my key for me.
Of course. Of course. I'll turn your key for you.
It's right here, and I point to where like an ear would be, but it's like there's no ear. But right behind it, just like not quite at a 90 angle, stick your little backs right there. Yes,
Right
that's
there.
it.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're very welcome. Anybody see where that bag went? I
Yeah,
swear,
she's
all
over
of our
there with a
problems.
battle axe.
No, it seemed like all of our problems started when we went up into that room. You had that bag of his. Maybe he had something in there.
We're all looking at you talk.
Oh shit. Yeah, here it is. Sorry. It's hard to say that everybody's looking at me, but I'm looking at everybody at the same time, right?
Yeah.
You want to know what's in the bag?
Let me see it.
This bag?
Yeah.
You want to see this the bag right here?
Yes, please.
Okay, here.
All right, I upend it.
Okay. In the bag are various. Way would you describe that?
Also, I speak common and dark. If
Yeah.
dark helps.
Dark speech is. It's kind of Shadow the Demon Lord's version of Dwarven and Orc kind of mixed.
Oh, okay.
So
All right.
that's how I think of it, because dwarves and orcs can generally speak it. There's a
Well,
few
you know.
others, but
I do not speak this language.
I'm sorry, not dwarven and orc. Dwarven and other, I guess.
Subterranean.
Yeah, kind of thing. Or dark creatures.
Okay.
All right, let me read something real quick. In the bag, you find just random materials. There's different powders. There's chalk. There's salt, a couple candles, a small knife, and just a couple amulets. And they all look...
Okay.
The amulets and the knife look very old.
Okay. I'll inspect them, I guess.
Yeah, let me look at one thing real quick.
Yep. Yep.
Go ahead and make a perception challenge roll while I'm looking this up.
Okay. I'm a detective, so I have an extremely keen eye for looking at things and deciphering secrets. Can I get a boon?
Sure.
All right.
You know what?
That is a 14.
Okay. I am wrong. Dark is not the language you should have. You should have Dwarvish.
Okay.
It didn't sound right when I said it. My mistake. So you can speak, read, and write Dwarvish. You can speak Common.
Okay.
I just didn't,
That's
for some
just
reason.
what
Yeah, I must have just wrote the wrong thing. I must have been thinking of something else.
No worries.
Just so.
Talk had to reboot. So
Gotcha. We will be back to him in just a moment. You are looking at the bag. There are words written all around the bag, and you can make out some of them because they're written in various languages, and it seems to be some sort of incantation. You've run into different cults that have done incantations for different reasons. Sometimes it's done for divining information. Sometimes they're trying to summon whoever they think is going to save the world. Different things like that. This one looks to be a very similar incantation.
Ramrod, look at this. You see there's some writing on here. I can't decipher it all, but like I think this one says Conda, Estrata, Conda. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Klaatu?
Verada.
Yeah, hey, you're getting it.
Nick.
Yeah, I can't make that one out. It's yeah.
I know words, but not those words.
Yeah, no idea.
Throw it in the fire.
It's not a bad idea. Chuck it in the fire.
The bag?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay.
The cleansing power of fire.
It lands in the fire, and it sits there. Does not seem to burn.
I hate it when they do that.
Witchcraft.
Um,
There
Bag
is
should fire.
definitely some sort of magical protection on the bag.
I'm gonna go pick the bag out of the fire.
Surprisingly, it's not hot. You'd think.
Hey guys, it's not hot.
yeah, I can tell by it not being on fire. Um, hmm. Are there any like instructions on the inside lid of the bag that
Hand
tell you
wash
how to
only.
do
Yeah.
that tell you how to do
Tumble
the
dry.
ritual?
You would know incantations just have to be performed by somebody that can read all the words, and then they have to just follow whatever the incantation says.
Minstrel.
Art,
Words.
What?
can
Read.
you read this? Maybe Gelda?
He walks up. Yeah, I can.
Great. How do we what is it?
Well, it says here that if you perform this ritual, it will decrease the power of Old Knock, and if we can survive till morning, we can complete the ritual at Old Knock and seal its power shut for another year.
I see. So that old fellow upstairs was supposed to go fix this thing.
Yeah, it looks like at sunrise somebody is supposed to do this once a year.
Okay, well, if you die,
That would be horrible.
that would be horrible. So write down how to do this exactly in case you do. For the
Okay.
rest of us.
Phonetically, please.
Yes, please.
All right. I'll use small words. And he sits down and begins writing it. At that, RJ, roll a d20.
I
Okay.
said your damn words.
16.
16.
I said the words.
But
I'm gonna
Verada
change
Nickelback.
that.
Oh, God.
This way. All right. I have to change this one. Sorry.
They say a hero will save us.
Man, that's fantastic. I want you to keep going.
All right. You hear Gelda looks over at you, Thurbad. Where's Ananda? She snuck out to the woodshed to try to get supplies to help heal you guys, and she's not back.
She what?
She dead.
Uh,
And with that, you hear a crashing sound as through one of the side windows. You see two more of those animated corpses come breaking through. They are rushing as fast as they can shamble towards you. Who would like to go first?
I will charge and swing with my mighty club.
Perfect. Roll to hit.
19.
That's a hit. Roll your damage.
4 points of damage.
Perfect. Who'd like to go next?
I would like to go next. I'm running right after him, like on his heels, and I swing just seconds after he does.
All right. Roll to hit.
13 to hit.
Roll your damage.
1 point of damage. Looks really sad next to his.
All right. Thurbad, you're up.
Gelda, let's go save your wife.
So we'll have to do that when we're done with this.
Oh, we have to wait? Okay.
They're in the way. they're in the way.
Oh, okay. And I imagine I cannot get into the hallway to help. So I would like to just, if an opening, mm, what can I do aggressively against them? What can I attack? Can I just go up and attack them?
You go right up and attack him.
Oh, okay. All right,
There's
cool. Yeah,
two
I
of
guess. Yo, then let's do it.
One that's been hit twice and one that hasn't been hit at all.
I will hit the man that has been hit twice. Try and make an opening.
Focus fire.
24 to hit and 2 damage.
All right. He is going to swing at you, Thurbad. Ooh, 16 will hit.
Yep.
For 2 damage.
Last in, first out.
Ouch.
And the last one is going after Ramrod. 8.
Aha! Actually missed.
Perfect. Your turn. Who'd like to go first?
I will swing. I'm here. I'm aggressive.
Swing.
That is a 10 exactly. Well, +1, 11 for my range.
You only need an 8 against these guys.
3 points of damage.
That's enough. Feel free
Boom.
to describe it.
Right, so Nin overhead, pops his head right off. It lands on the ground and is that little chittering. And then I will kick it away.
All right. Who'd like to go next?
I'll go next. I guess there's another one somewhere close to us after I've.
Yep. Yep.
So, how about you?
All right.
19.
That hits.
It's now canon that the minstrel is singing Nickelback.
2 points damage.
All right.
Let the
Thurbad.
bard die. There's an opening now, so Gelda and I will scurry
Look at
through.
this photograph.
Roll the hit.
Roll a hit.
It kind of makes me laugh.
There's one left.
I'm not. Oh, okay. All right. 10.
That's enough. Yeah, they only have a defensive 8.
5 damage.
All right. His turn. Mr. Ramrod. A 4 misses.
Haha.
Your turn.
Someone go.
Someone go?
Someone go.
I'll go.
Sounds like
Go.
Ramrod has a plan.
A plan. Plans are dangerous things, you know.
Yes, they are.
If you fail to
18.
plan, you are planning for failure.
Roll the hit. Or roll for damage, I mean.
3.
That's exactly what you needed.
Oh, excellent.
All right. He falls down.
Fall down, go boom.
Yes. Now we're on to the siege phase. This is where you can make a run to go rescue Ananda, if you would like.
She served me ale. That makes her part of my clan.
Somebody just needs to make an agility challenge roll if they'd like. You don't have to go rescue her. You can let her, live her own fate out there. Maybe she made it. Maybe she didn't. Maybe she's already a zombie. You don't know.
Somebody should go rescue her with that knife.
I'll go. I don't care.
Yeah, I'm going,
for
but
it.
I would
Oh,
prefer
you're
not to
going.
roll that because I don't have very good agility, but I will if I need to.
I mean, I don't have good agility either.
Yes. That's an agility challenge roll.
Oh, I can roll it.
I still have my fortune point.
Oh,
so
yes.
I will go. I will go.
Go.
All right. Roll it.
I rolled a 10 minus 1 or 11 minus 1. That is a 10.
So your success. You managed to run out to the woodshed. You find her. She's barricaded herself in there. You managed to make an agility challenge roll and sneak past the undead that are out there, knock on a window, reminding her that there's a window she could go out. She climbs out the window and sneaks back there with you.
Anything good in the woodshed? Chainsaw,
Nope.
maybe? No? Okay. Double barrel crossbow?
Minstrel, we need some chase music.
Heist.
That's
Sneak
what
music. Some Scooby-Doo walking music.
Scooby Dooby Doo, where are you?
She comes back with, she comes back with some mushrooms and some other things that she was storing out there. Here you go. This might help you rest. Speaking of that, I forgot. Everybody make that strength challenge roll to avoid the fatigue.
No.
Would you like to rest for this siege round?
Yes.
All right. What'd you get, Thurbad?
17.
You're good. Doc?
Sorry, what are we doing?
Rolling a strength challenge roll.
17.
You're good. What would you like to do during your siege phase? Bester comes over and he explains. It seems the ritual. I've drawn the symbols on the floor, and now somebody has to make a. He kind of looks around. He goes, an offering of blood. Either the person that's repeating the words can do it, or you can technically take the blood from somebody else.
How much blood are we talking?
It seems the more we put into the ritual, the more negative effect it has on Old Knock, and the more it'll help us.
Okay. Do we have to do that now? Do we have to start that now, or can we do that later?
I mean, now would be the right time because we don't want to do it while they're in here.
Sure.
So the only person that hasn't taken an action during this siege phase would be Tok. One problem with Tok doing this.
He has no blood.
That's right. But I could kill somebody. I mean, I could cut somebody else.
Bester,
You could.
just like a leg.
I like to think that nobody can tell exactly where I'm looking when I say I could kill. I mean, I could cut somebody else. So, so everybody's like, well, "Who's he talking about? Which one is he gonna? Who's he gonna cut?"
I'm pointing at Bester. He has been very useless. He did read the words. I'll give him that. But till now, he has not been playing very good songs. I requested Freebird 3 times. No Freebird.
I mean, you know the words pretty good there, Vester. Why don't you can you start doing this, or are you just here for moral support?
I mean, I can. I prefer just to start with a little.
Let's start medium. Let's go with medium to start.
Here,
Okay.
you can have some of my blood. I don't need all of it. I just need some of it.
No one makes me bleed my own blood.
It basically says a creature that takes 1 damage or more from a sacrifice provides enough to perform the ritual.
Okay.
And then since Tok, it sounds like you're the one that's improvising the ritual. You're taking the blood from who?
You can have one of mine.
Okay. So you need to make a will challenge roll. You get to do this with 2 Banes.
How do the Banes work again?
You roll 2d6. Whichever number is the highest, you just take that 1 die and subtract it from your 20.
Oh, okay. 15.
Perfect. You feel the power of the ritual flowing through you. It feels very strange to you.
Ultimate power.
Ultimate power.
You've communed with your faith. This feels different.
Dirty,
Really?
perhaps?
I feel a conversion coming on.
Yeah. Yeah, this ritual is related to the old faith, so it feels very strange to you. But you have successfully completed the ritual. So, Michael, roll me a d20.
Yes. 17.
17. Where's my sheet? Literally right in front of me. That seems odd. All right. As soon as the ritual is done, you can hear it starts to rain a little bit outside. And then there's this incredible clap of thunder. The inn shakes. You start seeing some debris actually falling from the ceiling because the thunder was so close. Everybody needs
Thunder
to make,
rolls. Boom, boom, boom. The lightning strikes.
make an agility challenge roll.
No, not even close.
If you failed, if you rolled less than a 10 or total less than a 10, you take 1 point of damage from falling debris.
I actually rolled a 1, so
I rolled a 16.
You're good. This system doesn't actually have technical rules for crit fails and crit successes. It's something that people can house rule. I have house ruled it that way, but I'm just going to stick kind of the standard rules.
I was looking forward to you telling me that I couldn't move until somebody got back to my key.
Oof. As soon as the thunder is crashing and you see things falling down, there's a split in the wall, and you see 3 creatures ambling through it. 2 of the animated corpses and 1 zombie come lumbering towards you guys.
So home, go home.
Yes. And who would like to go first?
I will charge. I will attack.
All right.
With great vigor.
Which one are you going to attack?
There's 2 shambling corpses and a zombie.
Animated corpses
Okay.
and a zombie.
What would be the more threatening of
The zombie.
zombie? Attacking the zombie.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Bam. For 1 point of damage.
I think natural 20, re-roll that. I'll say if you critical success, you can re-roll your damage.
I rolled a 6.
Perfect.
Hey, love to see it.
Yeah.
All right, who would like to go next?
I'll go. I'll charge in.
All right.
With Gelda, if
Right.
she's willing to help.
Yep. Going after one of the corpses or the zombie?
The corpse.
Okay.
21 to hit.
Perfect.
And 6 damage.
All right. Excuse me. Talk. You
All right.
feel that energy from the ritual still flowing through you. You feel as though you could actually release that energy. It's your choice as to what you do.
Yeah, I'll give it a shot. I'll try and release this energy.
All right. Roll a will challenge roll.
It's a 17.
You feel that energy release from you. The one corpse that had just made it through at the end just disintegrates in front of you as you feel that wave of energy flow from your body. And it felt good.
The conversion deepens.
Ultimate power.
It is their turn. Where'd my die go? The one that's attacking Thurbad.
I think they should all attack Talk. Just release the power of God on their behinds.
They're not that smart.
I agree. I agree.
A 7 does not hit you.
7 does not hit me.
And the zombie on Ramrod. Roll a 2.
Haha.
Back to you guys.
All right. I'm going to pull a Buster Scruggs. I'm going to kick the top of the table and cause one board to come flying out and hit the guy in the face over and over and over and over and over again.
All right. Roll it.
Which is one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life.
I like it. I like it.
An 11.
It's enough. Treat it like a club. Same damage as a club.
4. I did it 4 times. Boom, boom. Each time was 1 point of damage.
Perfect. Next.
I'll attack the corpse in front of me.
All right. Roll it.
My
Clearly
club.
cannot choose the corpse in front of you.
That's a natural 20.
Nice.
Roll your damage.
All right, that's going to be 6 total damage.
Yay.
How do you and Gelda topple another one?
Okay. I crouch down behind it, and she pushes it, and we tabletop it. And
Nice.
it hits its head against the wall, and its neck breaks as it connects.
Perfect. All right, Tak, it's your turn. You don't feel that same charge of energy still left in you, but there is still a zombie currently messing with Ramrod.
Yeah, I'd like to go after that zombie and see if I can't whack it like a
Right.
whack-a-mole
All right,
with a 16
that's enough.
and a whopping 3 points of damage.
All right. Its turn. It's going after Ramrod still. It's the closest fleshy thing to a 19 hits. 1 point of damage as it slams its claws into you, and you are grabbed again.
It's grabbed me.
And it's snapping with its teeth at you.
Don't let it do that.
Back to you guys.
All right. Someone else go while I'm fighting it off.
Okay, Gelda and I will step up to it, and we will attack as a unit. 17 to hit.
Yep.
2 damage.
All right. It's still shambling. Still clawing.
Talk.
Tak, you got it.
Right, last time, baby. Pete, don't fail me now. 15.
That hits.
1 point of damage.
It's still clawing at you.
I'm just going to try to twist its head.
All right.
Snap its neck.
Roll a strength challenge roll.
15 plus 1, 16.
All right. Roll a d6 damage.
4.
That's exactly what you needed. Snap its neck. I forgot to do this last round. Michael, make a strength challenge roll for your disease.
Rolled a 1.
All right. Perfect. Now, everybody needs to make the strength challenge roll against the fatigued. Michael, you get a Bane
Yay.
because you're feeling really tired.
I got tired, guy.
More awkward. You're
shut this one out.
feeling really hungry.
I would have succeeded, but because of my bane, I failed.
All right.
I
Perfect.
got a 1.
You are fatigued.
16.
You are
Cool.
not. So what would you guys like to do in the siege phase, as they call it?
I'm really hungry. Guys, can I eat something? I'm starting to feel a little famished.
I'm gonna try and assist in finding food for our dear Ramrod.
Okay.
I'm going to try to get rid of my fatigue by resting and letting him bring me food and
All right.
warm
so you
broth.
get rid of your fatigue. Thurbad, what would you like to do?
Before we do anything, Bard. So we're done.
No, it's still a couple hours till sunrise.
So we just have to survive.
Then go to Old Knock and do the ritual there.
Okay. Great. Good. I'm glad. Excellent.
That's how I feel about it too.
I will take some alcohol and try and heal and just pour it all over my wounds.
Okay. Not going to get rid of your fatigue?
Oh, yeah, I guess that's probably...
It's up to you. You can recover a
Yeah.
D3
No, yeah.
or...
Yeah, let's still pour stuff all over that. Sit by the fire, try and warm up. You know, get rid of the fatigue.
Sitting by the fire.
Talking about hey now,
Hey now.
hey now,
Hey now.
I go back. Hey.
While Ramrod is resting, you hear a voice.
Does it say hero will save us?
Not gonna stand
here and wait.
Your mortal life is almost done. Embrace your new one. I will give you power that you cannot imagine.
We all hear this?
Just Ramrod.
I don't really have a good imagination. So.
And you just feel drawn to that. Make a will challenge roll real quick.
With a bane?
Yep. 'Cause
Or, I did reduce my fatigue. That was my action.
this would give you a bane anyways, so
Okay. Will, you said?
yes. Just probably not your highest one.
Natural 20, but I rolled a 6 on the bane, which counts as a 7 because I made one, but I still passed. Well, I don't know. I got a 13.
So you still pass. You resist the pull of the voice offering you power.
I'll pass. Double it and pass it on the next guy.
All right. That ends the siege activities. You guys have all done that. So, RJ, roll me a d20. Roll a good
Will
number.
do.
All the good numbers. Yeah.
Roll a good
Is
number.
is 15 a good number?
That's boring. Roll it again.
Is mayonnaise an instrument? 6.
That's mean. That's mean.
Ooh, if it's mean, you should do it.
I think so. As you are sitting there resting, the sound of the banging on the walls and the claws raking on the wooden surface of the inn becomes incredibly loud, incredibly irritating. It's got the hairs on the back of your neck are on stand, and you just can't rest. And then from the floor, just because I want to use it,
Boom. Boom.
the floor underneath Thurbad begins to rise up the floorboards. And you roll out of the way just in time as the floorboards explode open. And there is
Graboid.
Oh no. Oh God. Please no.
You see several corpses. They're black and bloated. They lurch across the ground. Their foul bodies leaking petrified slime from all the festering wounds. And you see green mist wafting from the rotten meat that's on their bones. It begins choking
Still
the air
hungry.
with their poisonous filth. All of these corpses act as one creature. It's called a corpse flower. So we're right at the top
Nice.
of initiative. So all of these creatures are coming out at you.
I would like to go first.
Okay.
Unless anybody has a fast turn they want to do, this is going to be slow. Okay, I'm going to run over to the bar where I made those Molotov cocktails a while ago, and I'm going to throw it at this thing.
Okay.
I like the way he thinks.
Roll a 3.
Do not like the way he rolls. Do you have your fortune?
I do have my fortune roll. Let's burn it.
Yeah, might be time.
Burn that fortune roll.
All right, roll your damage.
What is the damage?
3076.
1d6 plus 1. We'll just stay
Close.
consistent with the fire damage. I don't know why
4 damage.
Okay. It's lit on fire. Who would like to go next?
That corpse flower is on fire. I want to flip a table and then sort of jump and launch myself so that the table crashes down, trying to cover the hole that the corpse flower is blooming through.
Okay.
I have no idea what. I'm gonna roll a d20 and then see what happens.
Strength challenge roll. Don't
Perfect.
forget your bane.
That is still a good number. 16.
16. So you slam this table on top of the hole where the corpses are trying to climb up.
And I'm standing on top of the upside down table.
I'm going to jump on the table and add my weight. All 300 pounds.
Yes.
Okay. Gotta read one thing real quick. All right, it's pushing up against you. Roll its strength challenge roll. A 2 is not going to get through that. As you do that, yay, a zombie breaks through the wall, the crack in the wall that you guys did not reinforce. So it is
Son of a-
moving towards you guys. So back to the top. 2 of you are standing on top of the table trying to hold the corpse flower down.
Mm-hmm.
And here comes a zombie shambling at you. What would you guys
Oh.
like to do?
I will go with Gelda. Gelda, the zombie. Quick. And I will try to attack
Okay.
with Gelda.
Roll it.
10 to hit.
That hits. It's a zombie. They don't really try to dodge.
2 damage.
Okay. What is Ramrod and Tok going to do?
I'm gonna try
Talk's
to-
going to say, does
Go ahead.
anybody have a knife? Anybody have a knife? No? Sword? Anything?
There was a
Sharp?
knife in that bag earlier.
That's right. Where's that knife at?
Bester's got it in his hand in the corner. It's over here.
Bester, bring it over here. Bring it over here. Just toss it to me. I'm metal. You can't hurt me anyway.
You are
Tosses-
metal.
He tosses it towards you. A 6. It's tossed in your direction. But he rolled a 6, so not the greatest, but it's over that way.
I'm going to look over at Ramrod and say, well, I hope you can hold it down for just a minute. And I'm going to step off and try and get that knife.
All right. You've got it. Ramrod, make another strength challenge roll as this mass of corpses is trying to push up through the table.
Still did good. That's a 17 after my bane.
Okay. You're holding it down as the table moves up and down.
Yeah.
You're kind of pushing down every time it does. Tok, you've got the knife. What would you like to do with it?
I'd like to get back on the table and, like, I'm assuming this is a normal tavern-esque table with, like, gaps that I could stab downward and
Sure.
do some damage.
Sure. Roll to hit.
5 is not going to hit, is it?
Nope. You need an 8 against this thing.
Okay.
All right.
I
That's
shall keep that in mind.
everybody for this round. So the corpse flower is pushing up. What is your strength? Oh, wait. I should roll it this way since there's 2 of you. Never mind. That gives me a total of 9. All right. So the zombie on Thurbad.
Yep.
Ooh. Does a 12 hit?
Yes.
1 point of damage, and you are grabbed by the zombie.
Okay.
And back to the top. Who'd like to go
Go for it.
first?
They're bad. See if you can kill this.
Yeah, I'll see if I can kill this guy. So you said that I couldn't rest last time,
Correct.
correct? So I have a Bane,
Correct.
but with Gelda, do they cancel out?
They do cancel out, so you're just rolling
Okay.
a straight d20 roll.
All right. It's a 19 on the die.
Roll
Do
your
I still
damage.
add the +1 for the damage with her help?
Sure.
Okay. 4 damage.
Okay. Still there. What would the Ramrod and Tok like to do?
Stab again. Stab.
I'm still stabbing. I'm
right.
still stabbing.
Roll the stab.
I'm still stabbing, even after all these years.
18.
That hits. Roll your damage. With a knife is d3.
Oh, it's a D3. Son of a. That's 2 points.
Okay. Better than nothing.
Yep, better than nothing.
Ramrod, what are you going to do?
All right. I'm going to jump I'm going to jump off.
Okay.
And then as the table starts to lift up, I'm going to side swipe with my club and try to knock whatever's coming through.
Okay. Roll. Don't forget your Bane.
Oh, that's a -5.
Ouch.
Just missed.
Just so close. So close.
All right. The corpses roll the 9, so they're not getting out. The zombie's teeth are chomping towards you, Thurbad. Ooh, a 13.
That'll hit.
2 points of damage. Not so bad. Make a strength challenge roll.
Okay. That's a -3.
Okay. Just make a note. You are currently diseased.
Oh,
We're done. We'll have to
snap.
roll for that. All right. It's your guys' turn.
All right. I'll go again.
Okay.
Just because this is probably not going to work. So let's get it out of the way early. Oh, wait. Nope. 15 with my Bane.
Roll your club damage.
6.
6.
Oof, nice.
You smack the corpse. There's an explosion that happens underneath you. And there's a cloud of this foul gas that's coming all around the table and coming up through the cracks in the table.
It's not affecting me, though, right?
Cracks in the table and the silver spoon.
Make a strength challenge roll with your Bane.
Ooh, that's a 9 after the Bane.
Perfect. You take 1 point of poison damage.
Is that the same as other damage, or do I track it separately?
No, it's the same.
Okay.
And make a will challenge roll.
Will.
Pretty sure.
With the Bane?
Yes. Yes. As a clockwork, you are immune to poison. Yes, Tok. I wasn't ignoring you.
No, I just assumed that that was the case. Not that you were ignoring me, but that
Nope.
the answer
-2.
was what I thought it was.
-2.
-2.
Your hunger is growing, and you are starting to look at Thurbad the same way you would look at a fine steak.
So it's like that old Looney Tunes cartoon where he turns into like a
Yes.
chicken leg.
Yes. Give yourself 1 more point of insanity.
Okay.
But on the bonus, the corpse flower seems to not be trying to get in anymore. Is it? Oh, Tok, you still get to go this round. The table slams back onto the floor and seems to be motionless.
So I guess I'm going to get off the table and go take a swing at the zombie that's still around, right?
Yep,
16 to hit
that hits.
and 2 points damage.
Perfect. And it is razor focused on Thurbad, having already tasted his flesh. Ooh, 16
Hey,
hits.
get away from him. He's mine.
What?
Huh? Sorry.
2 more points of damage as he tears into your flesh with his teeth.
Bad is looking very bad. He looks very
I-
hurt.
I think it looks good.
Just
Juicy. Fleshy.
it's your guys'
Bulbous.
turn.
I'm going to fight for my food. So I'm going to take out the zombie.
All right.
It's the worst way of putting it ever, but I love it.
Oh, I got an 11 with my bane. Ooh,
That hits.
3.
All right. It is still lumbering. With the
Another
rest of you.
swing.
He's mine.
Oh, that's a 3 on my swing. I missed on that one.
All right. Thurbad. You can still swing at it.
I will, and that's a 11,
You only need a 9.
and that's 2 big 2. It's a big 2 damage.
All right. It's still focused on you. Rolling
Great.
3. So his teeth lash at you and miss. It's your turn.
Go ahead. They're good.
Okay. 5. I miss.
All right.
He's struggling.
All right. I'll try then. No, it's like a 3 or something with my bane.
All right. Doc.
Tick, tock, tick.
16,
That hits.
1 point of damage. Don't do a lot of damage for some reason.
He's going to try to take another bite out of Thurbad.
You'll have to see it, folks.
A 9.
My defense is 9.
And wow. That is 3 times in a row. I rolled a 1 on the die. So only 2.
Okay, that's great. That's good. I love it. I'm at 1 health.
Still in the fight.
Oh my god.
All right. Who'd like to go first?
If you die, I will eat you.
You might do that anyways.
Is there any way that I could actually like step between him and this thing that's biting him? I mean, is it latched on, latched on?
He is grabbed. So it's basically they're grappling.
Is there any way I
Easiest way
can
to
try
think about
and
you can make a
break that?
strength challenge roll.
That's a 17.
Okay. Let me get to that page and read it. I hate how they do that in books. Oh, we'll call it good. You've ripped the zombie free from Thurbad. I love when books say,
Yes.
here's what grabbed is. See this page for escape. But now say this page for escape from grabbed. Like you couldn't just put it. So you're no longer grabbed.
It's great.
Right.
Love it.
All right. Is that everybody this round? I forget. Thurbad, did you go? Ramrod, did you go this round?
I did.
I don't know if I did or not.
I don't think you did.
Okay.
Swing to hit.
Swing to hit.
And it's
Ooh,
fine.
just got it. An 11.
All right. Roll your damage.
2.
2. Just a little higher. It realizes that it's just been grabbed and pulled off Thurbad, so it's gonna lash out at whoever grabbed it. It doesn't realize you're metal right now.
Excellent. I love to hear it. I love to hear it.
Ding, ding, ding.
12 against your defense. I don't
It
think
does
so.
not hit. Yep, that does not hit.
His claws tink off your metal shell. It's your guys' turn. It's looking pretty rough.
I'll swing again.
All right.
10.
That's enough.
1 point of damage.
Not enough. Next.
I will swing at it.
I'm hangry. I can't help it.
Gelda, help. Gelda, please help.
I need a Snickers
17.
or a Thurbad.
That's
2 damage.
still not enough.
All right.
Talk. There's not a lot of flesh or muscle holding this thing together anymore.
Yes, but I only did 1 point of damage on that, so.
Literally all you needed.
Oh, good.
1 point was all you needed. So, yeah.
All right. Team effort, everybody. Everyone huddle up. I put my arm around Thurbad and I kind of. Oh, pretty good. What cologne is that?
I just farted. I'm covered in blood. I feel awful.
I like
I'm
it.
almost dead.
It
I'm
works for
dying.
me.
Some people would say you're basting.
Yeah.
What?
All right, I need Thurbad and Ramrod to roll strength challenge rolls.
With the Bane?
Yes, currently you still have that.
I got a 9.
Got a 13.
All right. How many times have you succeeded, Michael? That's at least twice.
That is 2 successes.
All right, and I missed one, so roll it now.
Another success.
Perfect. So you, as soon as that zombie's gone, you sit down and you shake your head and think, what was I thinking? And you actually lose your lunch and expel the rest of this disease out. Thurbad,
Did I have corn?
Thurbad, you failed it again? Or was that your first time
Yes.
failing?
This is the first fail.
All right, first fail. Perfect. All right. As soon as Ramrod's done losing his lunch, it's quiet.
Too quiet.
Floor stops moving, and you hear the sound of a rooster crowing. And you see Bester kind of gets excited because it's morning. Somebody just needs to do the rest of the ritual.
Unless that was a zombie crowing like a rooster. That'd be hilarious if the zombies were like, maybe they'll come out.
So,
It's exactly
do we
what you
all
guys would
do we all know how to get there, or is it just Bester that knows how to get there to this tree?
I could give you directions. You go down the road.
Why don't you just come with us? You
Yeah,
can show
you're-
us. It's better that way.
You're coming with us best. It's best if you come with us.
Before we do anything, I need healing. I am hurt very badly. If someone could give me
Check your
something.
sheets. Somebody had healing potion, I thought.
It's not me. I don't have any.
Oh, I've got one. Yeah, here's a potion.
Why does the robot have a healing potion?
Because he's
Probably because you didn't have to
somebody
use it.
Yeah.
Okay. What do I get with that?
That's a great question. Really?
13d6.
You heal damage equal to your healing rate, which is awesome in this game, which is generally a quarter of your health, which I think for most of you is 2.
2.
My healing rate is 3.
Oh, my healing rate is 3.
Oh boy, I'm at 4 health. Great, yeah. Woo!
I'm also at 4 health.
Nice.
Hey, you're welcome. That's all I'm
Go
saying.
team.
Go team 4 health.
Meanwhile, Talk,
Now we're both at 3. Damn it.
Ow!
all right. Bester says, all right, I'll take you there.
I'll
take you there.
Oh my
Yes!
God.
Damn,
That was
yes.
awesome.
We win. Game over.
I was waiting. I couldn't set it up better. You guys, he takes you down there. Um, you can see as you're going down to the old knock, there are all sorts of graves that were, uprooted. Um,
Oh Lord.
you see in the center of all these graves stands a very large old oak tree, which seemed to be pretty dormant until last night. What would you guys like to do?
So I've got to spill some blood, right?
Hey, question. Why don't we just burn this bitch down?
I agree, but let's do the actual ritual first
Sure, sure.
before we cut down the evil tree.
Okay.
Yeah, sure,
Fester,
sure.
make it happen.
All right. Thurbad, make another strength challenge roll.
Okay. With a bane.
No, because I didn't have your guys roll that for being fatigued, so
Okay.
I'll say you guys took a short little rest.
I got an 11.
Okay, so that's one success for you. Now roll me a perception challenge roll.
Perception challenge. And because I'm such an insightful detective, I get a boon.
Sure.
12. Or sorry, 10. Straight 10.
10's what you need. As you guys are circling the tree, Thurbad, you hear a voice in your head. It's kind of a silky, very calming voice. It just says, "Join me. Save my tree. I will give you more power than you could ever crave." And you look up at the tree, and in the trunk of the tree you can see movement, and the shape, very nice shape of a woman appears. It's
This tree's got boobs.
very nice. It still has the grain and the bark of the tree, but you can see the outline of her body.
Hmm. Yeah. I'm good. More into rocks than wood. Personally,
Who are you talking to?
the tree lady,
Tree? What tree lady?
the one with the nice
Knockers.
wood knockers. Yes.
I remember when I had flesh and blood.
Yeah. The double deciduouses.
Hmm.
Talk and Ramrod, you can make perception challenge rolls.
But do we have to?
You don't have to. You did not see it.
17
All right.
minus 1. Nope. Yep. So 16.
16.
You guys both see the outline. Ramrod, you see the outline, but for you, you actually see these green glowing eyes form at the same time.
Mm.
The same green glow you saw out of the zombies and the animated corpses. And you see her kind of moving. And Thurbad, you hear the voice in your head again. I just need a little sacrifice to feed my tree.
A little sacrifice to feed your tree.
Mm-hmm. Just one.
Just one.
Is that what they call it these days?
I don't see any sacrifices here.
I see two.
Unfortunately.
You brought me two.
2.
You brought 2? I didn't bring 2. Did you bring any sacrifices? Ramrod, did you bring a sacrifice? Talk.
Fresh out.
I brought a knife.
Oh, it must be the. Oh, you can't have the bard. I'm sorry.
Then I'll take your friend, the naked one.
The naked one. Who's naked?
Ramrod might as well be.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
I'm naked under my clothes.
He's wearing nothing but a
We all
loincloth and a
are.
pair of boots.
That's acceptable. Yeah. Bard, minstrel. Let's get on with it. Let's do the ritual.
Faster would be better.
Silly boy. That ritual will do nothing.
The tree says it's going to be ineffective. It's an impotent spell.
Well, don't listen to the tree. They've been doing this for
Hey,
years.
she knows about wood.
Well, that's fair. Lord knows I don't have any members left.
I'll give you one more chance. If you don't willingly join me, I will make you join me.
I'm really kind of into that.
Hey, guys, she says she's going to make me do stuff.
Seriously, I'm into that. I will watch.
Hey,
Do
you
we
might
have?
have to hold me back. I don't know. I'm hearing voices a lot. You guys hungry?
Not anymore. I was earlier, but
Yeah,
I don't eat.
it's kind of weird. You like vomited and then you weren't hungry.
yeah.
It's kind of backwards, but
I'm
whatever.
just saying.
Bard,
What?
Words faster.
words. Say the words.
He starts saying the chant.
Oh, he needs blood. I
I'm
did the
just
last time. Ramrod, you do
I'm
this
just
time.
twirling the knife, twirling the knife.
All right. I'll hold out my hand so that you may do the, of course, ritual across the palm, which is like the worst place to cut yourself.
Yeah, it
Then
really is.
then I will squeeze my hand and let the blood drip onto the ground.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's do this.
As you do that, you see the outline of the woman starts to glow green. You see the bark actually steps out in that area, and it leaves the outline of her in the tree. Her eyes glow menacingly green. She sheds off the bark, and you see this beautiful fey creature in front of you. But at the same time, she's very scary looking, very horrifying.
Kind of into it.
Yikes.
She looks at you, Thurbad. I called my children back to me. Now they will rise, and you will meet your end. And she holds her hand out, and you guys can feel the ground begin to wriggle underneath you, as if thousands of worms were moving. And you begin to see fingers poking up through the ground.
Oh, thank you.
I'm no longer into this.
Bard, faster.
Go ahead and make intellect challenge rolls real quick.
12.
14. Minus
Perfect.
1. 13.
19.
Perfect. Now make will challenge rolls. I did it backwards, but we'll call it good.
17.
12.
10.
You succeed in all of them. You all realize whatever this creature is, if it can call all of these undead creatures back to life, as much as you struggled against them in waves, may not be the place you want to stay.
Yeah, that seems fair.
Hey, let's make like some trees and get out of here.
Make like a banana and leave.
Exactly.
You guys,
Nice bush. I said I run away.
you take off, and she's walking towards you, and at one point she hits a certain spot, and it's almost like she can't leave the vicinity of that tree. And you guys
Wow.
take off saving yourselves. Doing the smart thing in Shadow
We'll
of the
take
Demon Lord.
Bester with us. Someone has to sing the song of our triumph this day. Right,
Yeah.
Bester?
Oh, yeah, sure. How do you want it to go?
Bravely, bravely brave Sir Robin.
Robin, yes. Brave Sir Robin.
And that is the conclusion. If we were going to play this in a campaign, this would be where I would say to everybody, okay, now you're going to get your first level. And everybody would pick whatever class they want to go into, whether it's like a warrior type, a priest type, a rogue type, or a magic caster type. In this, they have different traditions for magic. So yeah, you can be a wizard, but you can still heal. You can be a cleric, but still do, well, priest they call it, but still do some combat damage. It's pretty open to kind of letting you build things the way you want. That's when you get, if you're a warrior, you can get bonus dice for attacks, or you get different boons and then some bonuses to damage and stuff. So
Cool.
that was
Good.
so that was Shadow of the Demon Lord, Day of the Dawn. Changed in some places. Like the corpse flower, I misread its health. I thought it said 40. It said 10. So I decided to throw a zombie in there to make it a little more difficult versus just killing it quickly. So
Nice. I've played Shadow of the Demon Lord a few times. I really enjoy it. It doesn't quite scratch the complete itch for like long-term campaign play for me, but I think it's a really fun game. And I'm very excited for the newer version that is supposed to be coming out very soon. Rob Schwalb, friend of the show, is it Weird Wizard?
I believe that is the family-friendly version of Shadow of the Demon Lord.
Yes.
Like I said,
It's also been revised and everything, but it should be hitting crowdfunding, I believe, soon. I think he's doing an interview tonight, actually, on a different Twitch channel. So I would assume if he's starting publicity, marketing is probably going to be fairly soon.
Yeah, there's a lot of lore with Shadow of the Demon Lord, most of which we didn't even scratch. There's Earth, there's a lot to it. And yes, Al, if we were playing this long term, your character would have a kind of a crisis of faith because you just experienced a major incident with the old faith.
Sounds really fun. That's the only thing that I want to do now.
Yeah,
is have a crisis of faith.
Yeah, it would be very. I would enjoy that because there's a lot of role playing with that, especially if we went into the bigger city where the new god is very prevalent. So, I enjoyed that little one shot. I liked how
I really like Shadow of the Demon Lord.
I liked how you had the different the siege phases. The one thing I forgot to mention was a supply run. You guys could have done a supply run, which would have helped add a boon to rolls during the next siege phase. So you could have bolstered, gone and gotten supplies, which could have given you boons. Really what you're doing in the siege phase is after you like bolstered and things, it lowered the threat level. So when it came time to roll, for me to roll what encounter you had, it depended upon the threat rating from 0 to 4. That told me how many creatures actually attacked. You guys usually bolstered or did something that really the threat level never got more than 2, which is only 1d6 animated corpses and 1 zombie. The last one I decided I wanted to put the corpse flower in, so I didn't bother to roll with it. But
That's fair.
yeah, then
that's the reason why we have a DM, is to make those types of decisions, make the game fun for everybody.
Yeah.
That's right.
I was surprised. Mostly it helped in a way favorable my dice were for you guys. I actually made up, 7 characters with the intent, if one of you died early, of just saying, roll a d4. You're now playing this character. You've come out of the woods somehow and you're running for your life and you made it to the end type thing. But
I'm actually kind of surprised we all survived that as well.
Yeah.
It was pretty close, but
yeah, again, I didn't fudge the dice tonight. Sometimes I do, and I didn't. Just a lot of 6s and 8s rolled on the dice. I'm like, well, which totaled either a 7 or a 6. So,
well, thank you, Chris, very much for running. RJ, Big Al, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Again, we are fans of Rob Schwalb, and I'd highly encourage you to check out Shadow of the Demon Lord if you haven't already. I'll put links in the show notes to make it easy for you to get there. And then again, the Weird Wizard should be coming out. I would assume literally any day now we should start hearing some information about the crowdsourcing. So if that's something you're interested in, check that out. You can follow me on Twitter at the RPG Academy and look for Action 12 Cinema coming to Kickstarter next month, where you can play a GM-less game about action movie tropes and use lots of D12s, which are in fact the best die.
Yes.
Big Al, sorry, Chris, go ahead.
I just said yes. I'm in for it.
Oh, great. Big Al, tell people again where they can find you and sign off, please.
You can find me on Twitter at Big Al the Lawyer. That's pretty much it. So, bye-bye.
All right, RJ, this is the first time I got a chance to play with you. I don't know if you are on social media, but feel free to plug away if you
I'm
are.
not. I'm not.
You're a smart man.
Yes. A lot less stress in your life.
Yep. All right, and then Chris, where can people find you on the interwebs?
Most time, Twitter, Burlew_Chris. Otherwise, you can hear me finishing up Redemption this season, and then in a month or two, we're going to start up our streaming show. You can also hear me on Detention every other Wednesday with Michael. And then we actually started last Thursday with myself, RJ, and a couple other guys. We're actually doing Dragonlance, Shadow of the Dragon Queen. We're going to be streaming that right here every other Thursday. Our first session went well.
Fantastic. And if things go well, my show, the Savage World stream, is going to be on the alternate of those Thursdays here as well, but those probably won't start till March. So, all right. Well, that'll do it for us, folks. Thank you so much for anybody who's watching now or listening or watching in the future. And remember, if you're having fun,
You're doing it right.
Doing it
Doing
right.
it right.
thanks. See you next time. Bye-bye.